that car, and somehow I said, I got sucked in, and the car stalled, and then the high surf came in, and now we're stuck there, so I tried to turn it around so it was like it was their fault. The guy didn't buy it.
Good manager.
So anyway, but I could still rent hers now.
And a platinum card holder, it just shows what you got to do. I just love the thought of Mario Andretti in a race suit you're wearing for 24 hours borrowing a dime. It's unbelievable. Mario, I know you've said before that although victory is important, it's not just about winning, it's about who you beat. And Nico, this season, I think that we've seen 4 years go by where Sebastian Vettel dominated his teammate and it took away some of the magic maybe. This year, yourself and Lewis have been dominant, but all the fun in Formula One has really come from the battle between you guys. How much satisfaction does it give you beating the guy you know's fast, and what an incredible pole position today, by the way?
Yeah, again, it's I want my sport, or our sport, F1 to be the most exciting sport in the whole world. So if I can contribute to that, then I'm very happy about that and very proud about that. And this year we have been contributing to making the sport exciting, with our battles and things, and so that's great. And I wish for a really good last 3 races. It's going to be intense, that's for sure, because it's touch and go all the time. One time he's in front of me. And yeah, today was fantastic. Really worked out well. Very, very happy with that. To start on pole tomorrow is the best position to be in. And it gives an advantage already at the start, because the second place guy starts on the dirty side of the track and I'm on the clean side of the track, and that helps with the start. So chances are I'm going to make it into turn 1 first, and then need to try and put a good race speed and control the race. So I'm looking forward to it, and it's important now. I'm 17 points behind. There's 3 races to go, still 100 points to be had, and so it's really in my own hands. It's I need to do a good job, and that's it.
It wasn't just a good lap, it was an unbelievable lap. We spoke to James Vowles. It was unbelievable. We've been talking all weekend how the cars are meant to be slower this year, and you put that lap in, and we spoke to your chief strategist, James Vowles, after, and he said that we simulated it after Friday practice, the fastest possible time any car could do, and I think you were 4,000ths of a second faster than the fastest possible time, so it was amazing. But for yourself as well, I remember you saying, I think your first race victory in Formula One, Mario, was you were driving with Ferrari. I think you were in South Africa, but the fact that you beat Jackie Stewart, did it make it more special?
Indeed, actually, as you said, I think it's not only the victory or the pole that's the satisfaction, it is who's next, the one next behind you. And in fact, my very first Formula One race, I was driving for Lotus, and I was on pole, and the guy that was second was Jackie Stewart. And the first Formula One race that I won in South Africa for Ferrari, as a third driver with Ferrari, Jackie Stewart finished second. And then the third and fourth race, which I did, there's a non-championship race in Ontario, California. There were 2 100-mile races. Both I won for Ferrari, and Jackie Stewart finished second on those. So again, you gauge a lot of that by who, and he was the man that was the yardstick at the time. So just like in Indy cars, when I broke into the Indy car ranks, AJ Foyt was the guy. He was 5 years my senior, and he had accomplished so much. And so, if you're going to win any race, you had to go through him somehow. So here again, it was, if you won a race and he was second, that was a feather in your cap. And you gauge it that way, I'm sure. And just like with Nico, he and Lewis, they're at the highest level, and he knows that, unless there's a problem, no matter what, if you're going to try to win the race, you're going to have to deal with Lewis, because he's driving pretty much the same car as him, and finishing first and Lewis second is a big deal, right? Has to be.
I'll be okay, yeah. So Nico, you won your home race in Monaco this year. Over in Germany, great times. We get to travel the world with Formula One. People seem to love Austin. What is your favourite place to go racing? What do you think about being here in the United States?
Favorite place is home, which is Monaco, and it's very special for me because my mom used to drive me through the tunnel to school every morning. and now I'm driving through there with 200 mile an hour with my F1 car and winning the race. So that's been very, very special. And then I find it great that that Bernie has managed to get the race done here in Austin. It's been fantastic couple of years. Today we're out with the fans at the track, and they're going crazy, and so it's so cool to see this enthusiasm that they have here, and of course a lot of Central Americans coming also. So it's really good, and I think it's been a great success, and for me it's a pleasure to be here in Austin.
Talking about the United States, I think your last ever Formula One Grand Prix was over in the States. I think it was Las Vegas and Caesars Palace. Now, if you're going to beat a night race in Singapore or a day race here in Austin, can you ever see Formula One going back and going to Las Vegas, Mario?
Well, there's talk about it, obviously, and we'll see. I mean, it's the rumor is getting stronger and stronger, and quite honestly, if there's one country on this planet that could rightfully host 2 Formula One races, is the United States, being so large. So again, Central and West Coast, would fit quite well. And so we'll just have to wait and see. But next year, in the proximity, we're going to have Mexico, which is good. I feel clearly that one venue is going to feed the other as far as the fan base. So again, things are good actually for North America, because all of a sudden we have at least 3 races with Canada included, and we may even have 4 in America. So again, it's wonderful for Formula One, because I think a lot of people have a tendency to underestimate the fan base in the United States for Formula One, but it's strong.
The highest ever attendance to a Grand Prix, I think, was at Indy, so it just shows the amount of people who come here. Yeah. Before we jump to you, Nico, for the final question, and let you go and get some sleep while we don't get any. Mario, I want to talk about teammates. Lewis and Nico having a great battle at the moment. And in Formula One now, we live quite a clinical life where we hide some of what happens behind closed doors. In the days gone by, I used to play practical jokes. Please don't tell me it's true that you duct taped someone in a telephone box.
Well, unfortunately I did.
Yeah, unbelievable. You duct taped a teammate and he missed qualifying.
Well, he didn't miss qualifying totally, but he lost the lap. So but it's a long story. I was justified by doing that, by the way. But I won't get into that one. But nowadays, with sponsorships and everything else, I probably will still be fighting the lawsuit from the sponsors. But I had him. It's in oval racing. You draw from qualified position. And I already qualified, and then I had him paged at emergency. There was a phone booth in the middle of the infield, and so as soon as he went in there, I taped him in there, and they were calling his name to go, and if you miss your turn to go out qualify, you miss a lap, you only get 2 of them, so you only got 1, and so anyway, he didn't do very well. But,
just an idea.
That was my very good listening, very carefully. My very good friend Bobby Unser, and he deserved that, believe me.
Brilliant. Finally then, Nico, I just want to say before you make your way away tonight, first of all, the incredible support from all of our guests who were in the UBS suite today, the cheers that you wouldn't have been able to hear as you flew past at 200 miles an hour, but from all of us, an incredible lap. We're super excited. That's an American phrase, by the way. Super excited to have you on pole position. Can't wait for the race, and thanks for what's been a thrilling season so far. Ladies and gentlemen, Nico Rosberg. All right, you can